Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, this is your boy Big Zeke in the building. I heard my brother Dre.
Yo, hello everybody. What's going on?
I'm also here with my brother Kesey.
What's good people?
First of all, I want to welcome the brother Dre back. Last week he wasn't with us. He's back in the building.
Thank you, folks. It was a good trip. Thank you. Spent a little time at the Royal Rumble. For those of y'all that know me, you know I used to be a big-time wrestling fan. More of a casual fan these days, but had a chance to go to a warm climate to come back to my car buried in snow. Mm-hmm. Thank God for four-wheel drive, but glad to be back with my brothers to talk about my favorite sport, basketball.
Well, first of all, that's Wisconsin welcoming you back. Hey, here's snow.
Literally. Literally.
Also, we're going to do this every single week until February ends. Happy Black History Month, my brothers.
Happy Black History Month. Yes.
Happy Black History Month. Yeah,
yes.
Give a clap for that.
Yes.
A bomb.
Black excellence.
This is a black podcast before it's a basketball podcast, okay?
Yes.
On a black network. Our producer's black. All right. Like Dre said, black excellence.
And a black marketplace.
Okay.
Phoenix.
Exactly. Okay? We the real black. All right, on the black side of town, lock your doors. Anyways,
here we
go.
Across
from the police station.
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. We black. All right.
Oh.
So we're gonna start off with injury report as usual, and then we're gonna go from there.
So I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed because as I was coming in, I saw that Steph Curry is going to be out for some months. So, as a Curry fan, that kind of made me a little disappointed. Because
as a who?
As a Steph Curry fan.
Okay.
I didn't say Golden State.
No, that's fine. I want you to
say
Curry
fan, that made me a little disappointed that my man's is going to be gone. But on the injury report, the Cleveland Cavaliers are without Karis LeVert. He is out with a hammy.
Careless who?
Day to day. The Dallas Mavericks. Well, I'm sorry. The Brooklyn Nets are without Spencer Dinwiddie. He is out with a right knee injury. He is listed as day to day.
What did you just say?
Spencer.
What's the team you just said?
The Brooklyn Nets. Did he get traded?
I swear. Go ahead. You're right. Go ahead.
He says Dallas Mavericks. But did he just get traded?
He did. Go ahead.
Okay,
but that's why I was just like,
not officially yet.
Oh, it's official.
I mean, hey,
it's official.
We'll get into it later.
Luke, the former leader of the Dallas Mavericks,
wow.
Luka Doncic is out with a heel injury. The Denver y'all miss me? I miss y'all.
I was just going to say, leave it to Dre to come with the shenanigans on top.
The Denver Nuggets are without their soon-to-be three-time MVP, Joker. He is out with left hamstring tightness. He is listed as day-to-day. They're also without the Dunk King, Aaron Gordon. He is out with an ankle injury. He's listed as day-to-day. Already talked about my main man, Steph, is out multiple weeks if he comes back at all. And I'll tell y'all why I said that. Yeah. If Brooklyn falls out of playing tournament, there's no reason to rush Steph Curry back this season.
You talking about Dallas?
Golden State. I'm talking about Golden State because Curry's out for multiple weeks, and the season ends around April 9th. So
hold on a second. Now I got to pause you. You're saying if the Golden State Warriors aren't play-in tournament eligible, they shouldn't bring back Steph Curry.
They should not, because listen, they're talking about multiple weeks, talking about he's not going to be back until after the All-Star break, which is the last weekend of February. NBA season is done around April 8th, April 9th. So if you're going to bring Curry back at the end of February, early March, and you're not even in playoff contention, why waste his comeback? Let him heal.
You want him to come back for the playoffs?
Well, what I'm saying is if they're not going to make the playoffs, let them heal properly. That's all I'm saying. The Los Angeles Lakers are without LeBron James, ankle soreness. I call garbage because I call that he wants to break the record on the Bucks and Giannis. Okay, I call garbage, but whatever. The Bucks are without Marjan Beauchamp. He is out with the right patella tendonitis. He is listed as day-to-day. Giannis is also listed as day-to-day, although he played last night and had a triple-double. That is your injury report, 94 Feet Nation.
Thank you, Dre.
It didn't say.
Yeah, it did. So the shoot around, we're gonna continue with our segment called the shoot around, where we talk about news and rumors going around the NBA. Before breaking news today, I wanted to kind of start off light. I seen this video going across the internet, and it was just kind of interesting, especially from other podcasters and some we respect. So I wanted to play this video, this clip really quickly. Tone.
To the league right now, Kevin Durant. I would go Giannis, Luka, Jokic, and Embiid. That's my best five. No, excuse me. I'll take Jokic out and put in Jason Tatum.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness, Ja Morant, no LeBron.
Not in my top five.
Ooh.
Currently?
Yeah,
LeBron
James. Currently.
Top five?
LeBron James.
I think I'm my top five.
Currently? Like
You heard me
currently?
with that one.
Not right now.
Yeah.
He's in my top three of all time, but right now in the league, he is not the top five best player in the league right now.
Give me your top 5 players in the NBA right now. Top 5.
Giannis, KD, Steph, Embiid. I'm gonna take Heat for this last pick. My message. Oh shoot! Let me back up. I forgot. Yeah, hold on. Giannis, KD, Steph, LeBron, and Embiid. And LeBron has only slid down that age just because he's older.
Gentlemen, let's propose a question.
Oh man.
Top 5 in the league right now.
According to us.
This is how you feel.
Are we not debating their 5, or we're just giving our own 5?
I want you to give your own. If you wanted to, did you want to debate their 5?
I would like to, but let's go with our 5 first, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Keith, would you like to go first?
Go ahead. It's on you, brother.
Giannis,
Steph, and LeBron. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's Giannis. It's the Joker. It's Steph. It's Luka. And it's Jason Tatum. Those are the best in the league right now.
All right, go ahead. You and Keisha.
I'll go last. Go ahead.
I know why you're going. LeBron.
No.
LeBron.
All right.
Oh,
Giannis. Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
And Joker.
No Steph.
He did that because I didn't pick LeBron. Because he looked at me. He did that because I didn't pick LeBron.
No, I'm just.
You know what?
But
To Dre's point.
But
everybody's
style of what they like is going to have a different top 5, probably.
That's
the
true.
problem.
But the
word
point
right.
is, I just find it funny because I didn't. He noticed that. That's funny.
That's why he
Okay.
did it. That's
Okay.
He looked at me as soon as he was like, "This is what he said."
I really didn't. I'm looking at this right here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
For me, KD, Steph, Joker, Giannis, and Steph.
He said Steph.
I said Steph already?
Did you mean Luka?
Yeah, Luka. I'm sorry, Luka.
Luka, overrated.
Let me just say this. What I've learned as
Okay, real quick. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Why did you? Are you going to say why you picked your 5?
I did.
Go ahead.
I am. Just because we like players doesn't mean they're playing at the best level. Now, what I will say to you is LeBron James, for 39 years old, he's the best oldest player that I've ever seen play. Even better than Michael Jordan with those Wizard years.
Mm-hmm.
He's averaging dang near a double-double.
Mm-hmm.
He's about to break the record.
Mm-hmm.
But that best player means you also make your team better in most cases, right?
So then, how can Luka be?
Can I finish? Can I?
Y'all are
Can,
killing me with
can I
this
finish?
shit.
Can
No,
I finish?
no.
Let me finish. I just
I'm
got
sick of
back.
this
It's been 2 weeks.
I'm sick of this.
It's been 2 weeks.
I'm sick of this shit.
It's been 2
I'm
weeks.
sick of this shit.
It's been 2 weeks. Let me finish. If I was allowed a 6 or 7 best player now, LeBron would certainly be there. But statistically, his numbers are not better than none of the players I just named consistently. Now, if you ask this question again in a month, Steph wouldn't be on my list. Why? Because he's injured. So you can't you can't measure the best player in the game now if they're not playing. Reasons why Giannis fell out the MVP conversation last year, because he missed so many games. LeBron is a star, the second greatest to ever play the game. The man that will break the record this week, likely against our Milwaukee Bucks for all-time score.
I don't think
but
he will.
Right now, he is not the top 5 best in the NBA, and that's okay.
Okay, see, this I agree with some of the stuff you're saying, but then to maneuver your list around injuries, I don't feel is right. Because just because you injured this year, that don't exempt you from top 5. I think that, like, for me, for my top 5, and why LeBron wasn't on there is because I feel like, not even statistically, these guys that are on my list, I can count on them on a consistent basis. LeBron, you're right. LeBron James, for 39 years old, is the best old man we've seen in a long time. But like we talked about last week, you spend $1 million on your body, you better get your money's worth. Michael Jordan, by the time he's playing for the Wizards, all that smoking and drinking and staying up all night caught up to him. So, for me, and I also spoke about this last week, I don't even think it's about the record for LeBron James. It's nice. And LeBron James has been in the league since he got out of high school. So he should be breaking all these records. He should be top 10 in assists. He should be top 15 in rebounds. He should be all-time a points leader and stuff like that. You spend $1 million on your body for the last 10, 15 years, and then you want to be in this league longevity, you better be breaking some records. So for me, my top 5 is, and while LeBron wasn't in it, I just feel like right now these guys can be counted on for the not even longevity, just like right now. If the Lakers are down by 3, you can't count on LeBron.
So here's why I'm going to rebuttal you. Because whenever we have an MVP discussion, you always say they can't be in it because they didn't play enough or because they were too injured. So if we're
different.
Hold up. If we're picking the best 5 in the NBA right now, how come we can't say if they played more they would be on the list? How come we can't?
Because when you say MVP, you're MVP for the season.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean you're the best player in the league. Just because you won MVP don't mean you're the best player in the league. Joker won MVP last year. Twice.
Won on 3 times.
But he wasn't the best player in the league last year.
I would disagree. Candidly disagree with you.
Hold on a second. You mean to tell me because the 2 years he won MVP,
he averaged almost a triple-double.
High right.
Triple-double.
You're right. But
in the West.
You're right. But I would argue Steph Curry, the year they won the championship, had a better year than him.
Numbers don't lie. Stats don't lie. Side note, quick segue. Shout out to my man Drew Holiday for making the All-Star team. Just wanted to put that out there.
We was going to get there.
Oh, my bad. I didn't read your thing. I know
you didn't read it.
I didn't get it. But go ahead. That's why I'm saying LeBron. Go ahead. I want to hear what the tangent that Kesey's about to go on. Let's time it. 15 minutes and 24 seconds.
First off, I'm sick of the people always saying you have to have a winning record on your team for you to be considered an MVP, and you still put people on there that don't have winning records. because
Who?
they have 35 points a game.
Who has won an MVP that did not have a winning record in the last 10 years?
But I said on the candidates, like Luka, they're not a winning team right now.
Yeah, they are.
They're barely over 500. They're 2 games over.
Where they placed
They're
that,
2
though?
games above the Lakers.
Where they placed that though?
2 games over the Lakers right now.
He said that was some hate.
2 games over the Lakers right now.
What place they in?
And my point
Go
is,
ahead. You looking up? Go ahead.
Mhm.
I want to
Go ahead,
interrupt
Keith,
your
I got
rant.
you. Go ahead, keep going.
how can you not consider him MVP candidate when you look at the roster he has? It's not his fault that everybody's injured or the fault that the Lakers put that roster together that they have.
You talking
Because
about
LeBron puts the MVP numbers in the history of the NBA. Look at the numbers. Every MVP candidate has had the same numbers around what LeBron and them is averaging, right?
Yes and no.
What makes him not eligible to be a candidate? Because he's 39.
So you're
Hold on.
flipping the script. That was not the question. The question was, who are your 5?
Why is he
who
not
are the
top? Why is
5
he
best
not top
players?
5?
Because he's not better than any of those 5 right now.
You don't think he's better than any of them?
Not right now. These guys are consistently putting up numbers. LeBron is playing Kawhi. Kawhi's a stretch, but LeBron is playing a game here, taking off 2 games there, a game here, taking off a couple games there. He is still top 10. He is still the all-time greatest in his era of basketball. We're just saying right now that if you were picking a team, you're going to tell me that you're going to give LeBron your first-round draft pick to run your team right now.
Sure will.
Of course you is.
But you got to think. You get people say Embiid, but Embiid stay hurt.
Embiid-
Get hurt
He
every
wasn't
year.
on my list.
He was-
Get-
you know
but
what?
I'm just saying theirs. But Embiid
He
get hurt
was
every
on your
year.
list.
And you said
Embiid
Embiid.
was not on my list.
You said Embiid.
I said Joker, Giannis, Steph, Jason Tatum, and Luka.
Okay.
The B
Oh,
was
the
on
one
their
in
list.
list,
He was
okay.
on Zeke's list.
He was on my. He wasn't on my list.
Let's do it again. Yes, they were. Everybody at home, listen. Dre Douglas, Giannis, Steph, Luka, Jason Tatum, and the Joker. Those are the 5 that I said in no
I might have said
specific
Embiid.
order. In
I might
no
have said Embiid.
specific
Did
order.
I?
You
I don't
said
know.
MB. Go ahead. Do it again. Who are your 5?
My 5 is Luka, Joker, Steph,
Giannis. You said,
Giannis. I didn't say
you
Embiid.
said MB. If you can change it, we're doing it again. You can change it.
I don't like Embiid.
But that's who you said. Or did you say Kevin Durant?
I said KD.
You said KD.
I said
You said
KD.
KD.
That's my man, KD. I
Kesey,
forgot.
who's your 5? So
I
one
don't
more
even-
time.
I don't even remember.
That's
I
why
don't
we
know.
need to
The
check.
point is, what you're talking about as far as LeBron James numbers. Let me ask you this question. If LeBron James wasn't 39, would you be amazed by these numbers?
I would.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because,
I would.
and this is why LeBron James consistently started losing the MVP race.
You want to know why?
What?
Because the same numbers he averages right now, he's been averaging his whole career.
Say that again.
The same numbers he averaging now, he's been averaging in his whole career.
I'm not going to give you MVP every year.
And the Lakers.
But he's not getting it every year. He's getting
Exactly.
He's got snubbed 7 years.
That's
Probably.
what I'm saying. No, he ain't getting snubbed 7 years. He's been doing the same thing. At some point in time, we got to be like,
the measuring stick has to change.
You see what I'm saying?
The
Oh.
measuring
That's
stick
that's
has
that's
to
what's
change.
wrong with America right there. What
That's
you're
not what's
doing.
wrong with America.
That's what's wrong with America.
That's not wrong with
Because
America.
guess who else is getting that?
America.
Giannis is getting that same treatment now. Everybody see that he
And guess what he doing?
he consistently put up that
But
the
he's
number.
elevating his game.
And what is he doing? Getting
still can't
50.
shoot no threes.
I'm averaging 30. Here's 50. Oh, you think that's cool? Here's another 50 piece. Here's a 40 piece. When the last time LeBron James had? Well, he had 40 a couple weeks ago. But the point is,
Chasing greatness.
it's one of those things where like LeBron, it's amazing you, and that's why everybody keep talking about it. Man, LeBron James is 39 years old, still putting up crazy numbers. Yeah, because he old. We should be shocked. Anytime you see an old man at the gym lighting us up, we are amazed.
When Michael Jordan played at 40 in his last All-Star game, and he did the fadeaway jump shot on Sean Marion to send the game into overtime, people thought it was the greatest thing ever
Yeah.
because Michael's 40. But we've seen Michael do that in his 20s, and we also see him have a terrible non-playoff year with the Wizards. I will never discuss that again. But the Lakers are 13th in the Western Conference. The Mavericks are 6th. Whether you say,
but it's a 2-3 game difference.
it's
though.
more than that because
It's-
the Lakers have 4 more losses in the loss column and 2 less wins. So it's really 6 or 7 games. if you want to be technical. The current MVP running has Joker as 1, Embiid as 2, Giannis as 3, Tatum is 4, Luka as 5, and then the next 5 don't even mention LeBron at all. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Sabonis, Randall, and Morant. Now, that seems a little disrespectful to me that Bron is not top 10, but all of these players are either having breakout seasons or great seasons. Let's not get confused that because LeBron is breaking a record doesn't mean the season is great. Is he having a spectacular season? Spectacular is a stretch, but he's having a good season, but he does not play consistently. LeBron, like I said, if I had number 6,
he doesn't play consistently.
LeBron takes games off, bro.
No, he doesn't.
Yes.
Everybody's been doing that.
Well, I don't say he's taking games off,
Bro.
but like I said before, today he's on the injury report.
He's been on the injury report a lot this
on the injury
season.
report.
But everybody is, though.
Everybody is.
Everybody's on the injury report every day.
Not none of the 5 that we named.
Joker's on there right now. Steph is on there right now.
Well, Steph is hurt.
Giannis is on there right now.
Day to day. It's haven't been confirmed. Day to day.
But Keith,
y'all are the biggest hypocrites I've ever met in my fucking life.
No.
I'm sick of this.
No, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm just saying.
Y'all hypocrites.
I'm just
and then
I'm
hold on.
a LeBron supporter, am I not?
And then what I don't understand.
Have I defended you in your LeBron arguments?
But another thing is like that's why I say Giannis is getting the same treatment because he got a better record than anybody that's considered a candidate, and he's still number 3. How?
No, Jason
Joker
Tatum
got the
and
best
Boston
record.
have the best record in the NBA right now.
The
That's
Joker
number
don't
one.
right
I said,
And Joker has the best record in the Western
I said
Conference.
anybody that's above him, he has a better record than them.
He does not have a better record than Joker. He does not have a better record than Joker's above him, and Philly Embiid is right under
Embiid
him
is different
by a game.
Embiid been on a hot streak lately,
By
like
a game.
35, like 35-15 or something like
And
that.
the Bucks are only ahead by a game.
But
it's a loss.
This is my thing, Keith, and I
And
said
we only
before.
had Chris Middleton 6 games this year.
Side note, Bucks are 9-1 in the last 10 games. Just want to put that out there.
That's good. But my
One
thing
more
is,
side note. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
I actually like Chris Middleton coming off the bench. Just wanted to throw that out there too.
That won't last for long.
It won't, but I like it.
But my thing about that is, Keith, you know that, and LeBron James was always, his whole career was always just like wowing us.
Always.
And we're wowing because he's 39 and still doing it.
He's a highlight reel.
So
Okay.
I don't.
I'm done with it.
You done?
You
Let's
can't be
move on.
done because we're still talking about it.
No, he
I'm
said
done
he's
with
done with it.
I'm done with it.
Well, bye.
Because at the end of the day, people gonna say what they say. But when that man lead a game, they're gonna miss him.
I've been
Nah.
saying that. That's not what we're talking about.
I'm just saying because nobody gives him enough credit for what he does.
Nah.
Everybody always a big critic
okay.
of
So
nobody else get the critics that LeBron gets.
I would
Nobody.
agree with that. I would
Nobody.
agree with that.
Nobody in the
Everybody.
I would
NBA.
agree
Nobody
with
in the
that.
NBA history.
I would agree with that.
Everybody.
Nobody in the NBA history has ever
Everybody.
been criticized as much as LeBron has.
Everybody.
I agree with you. But let me ask you this. If the season ended today, are you with a straight face handing LeBron James the MVP trophy?
Yeah, of course he is.
If the season ended right now, this is the last episode of Defeat before the playoffs. Are you handing LeBron the MVP right now based on what he's done up until this point?
Yep.
Told you. I
just said I'm done.
I'm not going to argue with a fan. You're a fan, and that's fine. You're a fan.
No, I'm a fan of greatness. I don't
But-
have
but
a problem.
but
I
when
don't
it
have a
co-
problem giving people credit.
But when it comes
Everybody in the world,
But when it
Yeah.
comes to LeBron, you are not a, how does Terrence put it? Objective fan. You
What do you
are
mean?
fan only. You will never be objective in your opinion when it comes to LeBron. Like I'm objective in my opinion with the Bucks. I say they stunk. They didn't play well. Giannis basketball IQ was in question 3 years ago. George Hill needs to be traded. I would say things like that.
you don't say that about Steph.
LeBron. I'm out.
Because the minute he said, what did he say about the injury?
He did.
What did he say? He
said,
said,
"Hey, sit him down if y'all ain't gonna make the playoffs, man."
So,
it's an excuse. Everybody got an excuse for everybody in the league.
so we're talking about
but
the Bucks
LeBron.
and the Lakers. So keep Steph out.
No,
of
we
this.
talk.
What the?
You see what I'm saying?
So, but when it comes to LeBron, LeBron could go 2 for 12. And Zeke and I have heard you blame everybody else. Well, AD should have showed up. Russ bounced the ball too much. I've never done that with Steph. I've never done that with the Bucks.
Bullshit.
I've said
Bullshit.
Steph shot too many shots. I said
When you
Steph
say that?
needs to-
Never.
When you say that?
Go to the tapes. That's
Go
y'all
to the tapes and bring it in.
Y'all know me, man. You know
bring
I
it
go to
in
the
that you
tapes.
said that.
Since Zeke planted that seed, I'm
just saying, when had you said it?
When we're being critical of the Warriors and Steph Curry
No.
and company,
Just Steph.
I've said multiple times. I said last year. I said if Steph Curry wants to win, he needs to shoot and play better.
You know what? This when you say it.
After the
Steph
game is aired,
Steph will go like 2 for 12. They'll lose the game, 0 for 6 at 3-point range. You'll be like, man, Steph got to do better, and that's it. Ain't no.
Casey
no.
don't say that. Casey don't say that. That's the point I'm making. LeBron didn't play tonight. Well, they should have gave him his medicine a day earlier. You know what I'm saying?
That is not how I talk. That is not how I talk, is it?
No, you would say you would say
no,
he with a
not
bunch
how-
of scrubs. You would have said he had
That's
a bunch of scrubs
Yo,
and
yo,
such and such and such.
The best line
Okay.
you say that we gave you credit for. KD is learning that LeBron playing with a bunch of scrubs will wear yo
Ass out.
that.
But
Okay.
my I guess Keith.
Why you think Kyrie requested a trade?
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Let's
That's
wait
money.
on that. Let's
Let's
hold on.
move.
Listen.
But yeah, we're gonna move
He's tired
forward.
of playing with all them scrubs.
We're gonna move forward.
Listen, name one person on that roster outside of Russ and Davis.
Name one person on the Bucks roster outside of Giannis, Middleton, and Holiday. He named 3 people
Joe Ingles,
to do what?
Bobby.
Have you been to any games?
Lonnie who?
Lonnie Walker.
Lonnie who? Only
Joe
reason-
who?
Only
Thomas
thing-
Bryant.
Only
Joe
reason,
who?
Only reason y'all remember Lonnie is just because of the hair he used to have.
Joe who?
Come on, man.
Thomas Bryant.
Only thing you knew him was getting dunked on in Washington.
Dennis Schroeder.
All you know is him being the worst make a decision ever of not taking the contract that the Lakers
Don't-
originally
don't-
offered
You see
him.
what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Am I right or
You
wrong
said
though?
Joe Ingles.
I'm
Like
what I'm
he's
saying.
helping the Bucks do
This one,
anything.
this is what I'm
Grayson
saying.
Allen.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Kesey.
You know,
Exactly.
move us on.
My thing is,
They all
I'm
better
gonna
than
move on.
Lonnie.
Let's move on. Let's just move
Come on now.
Let's move
You
on.
telling me you wouldn't take Grayson over Lonnie Walker?
No.
Are you smoking good dope? If you is, pass it.
Anyways, Dylan Brooks is suspended 1 game without pay, and Donovan Mitchell has been fined $20,000 for their role in Thursday's on-court altercation. Did you gentlemen see this?
I did. I watched the game.
I didn't want to post a clip, but did you see it, Kesey?
No, I didn't.
Go
Jesus
watch
Christ.
it real quick.
Watch it. Anyway, so Dre, did you see the altercation?
I did. I watched the whole game.
Is Brooks the dirtiest player in the NBA?
Brooks. And
I don't want a Stephen B moment. I just want to.
I
You just had a Stephen B moment. I know you've been calling a week. Every time you step to the mic, hold on a second, because
Listen to me while he's watching the clip. Not only is Brooks, I'm not going to call him the dirtiest player in the game. That still belongs to Draymond Green.
That's what I'm saying, Dre.
Brooks, not only is he dirty and a menace, the Memphis Grizzlies are a terrible basketball franchise. There is not a team that I hate watching more than the Memphis Grizzlies. They have not earned anything. They are disrespectful. They are showboaters. They have nothing to, they've proven nothing. They got themselves a Christmas Day game against the Warriors because they went on Twitter doing the great marketing and got destroyed. They got destroyed in a game where Steph, I don't even believe, played.
I think he did.
He did not play. Klay Thompson and Draymond
Lit them
ran
up.
that game, and they lost by almost 30. The Memphis Grizzlies, as an organization, should have some class. Get your players to earn their respect, win a title, and then act the way they do.
I see. Here's the thing.
The play, but to answer your question, I'm sorry. The play that Brooks did was dirty.
It was dirty.
Donovan Mitchell is a very calm player in most cases. You've never seen him react the way he did.
Mhm.
Brooks should have got a fine plus a suspension. The fact that Mitchell got a fine for retaliating is garbage to me.
So the thing about it is he was the more aggressive one. That's why they gave him
He
the fine.
hit him in his jewels.
He did, but he's still the more aggressive one. To me,
If I hit you in your jewels right now, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'm outside. The point of the matter is,
No, you're gonna swing your long arm across the table and be like,
I guess my thing is in the heat of the game. Some stuff I don't know. I don't know. I will say this: when you hit somebody in the jewels, it is one of those things where like, dude, come on, man, really? And then, but I feel like every time Brooks do something, you feel like it's intentional. So you got to jump on them.
He's a dirty man.
So, and I asked that question because I feel like, and to even go into your rant as far as the Memphis Grizzlies,
Was I wrong?
yes, in the matter that confidence and cocky are a very, very, they ride a real gray line.
Oh, I know.
I think that the Memphis Grizzlies they're young, they're confident, and they're not scared of nobody. So when you talk about like when they play the Lakers and they kind of hacking LeBron and they kind of talking crazy to him, then LeBron like, hey man, y'all ain't finna be relax, buddy. We're playing basketball. So I feel like
after they scored 0 points and then scored 1 point and started talking to LeBron.
Hey,
he scored 0 points and then scored
that
2
1
and
point,
then started talking trash.
That 1 point, that
See,
1 or that 2 point,
your boy.
Okay,
that 1 or 2 point, might be the highlight. That might be number 1 in top 10.
Disrespect.
I seen a clip of it like before, but I didn't see the full clip. I just had to because you brought it up. I had to go look and see the full thing.
Okay,
Dillon Brooks is a punk.
Thank you.
He's a punk.
You.
Dirtiest player in the league.
Give him a clap.
He's a punk.
Give him a clap.
Hands down, punk. You know what you're doing when you swing your arms like that,
bruh. It was like a Ron Artest when he elbowed James Harden.
He knew exactly what he was doing when he swung his arm like that. And that's not the first time he done that because I was watching him play somebody a couple days ago and he was playing dirty. Who was they playing?
That's what he's known for right now, though. That's his reputation.
He talks crazy like he's the best player on the Grizzlies.
But he gets that from Memphis. Their whole team does that.
He was doing
yes
that,
or no?
and he was talking crazy to Steph. I mean, Clay the same way.
And Clay put 40 on his behind.
40 baldy.
Dirtiest player in the league.
My thing about Brooks is, if you want respect, you're gonna have to earn it. But the way he going about it, kind of like act like he bully balling, he gonna get some hands put on him.
He gonna always have a team to be on. I tell you that much.
Well,
he'll
first
always have a team to be on.
Look at the
not
players.
if he making a bad rep for himself against everybody now. Who gonna want him? Do you think Donovan Mitchell gonna want him in Cleveland now?
Look at the players.
No, I'll take him.
Look at the players
in
that
the Bucks.
Done it to.
He young. He can shoot the ball. Like this. This is the thing. Here's the thing about Devin Brooks. Is it Dillon Brooks? I will take him over Draymond Green. Draymond Green just scored 17 points against who did Steph get injured? Oh, Dallas. He scored 17 points. Draymond Green won't score 17 points for the rest of the year. Devin Brooks, well, not Devin Brooks, whatever his name is, he can give me 15. Brooks. He can give me 15, 20. He can give me 15, 20. So you give me 15, 20, and you just so happen to need somebody in the jewels.
13 or 15.
Fine, 13, 15. You can give me 13, 15, and then you're going to need somebody in the balls. Fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm not tripping.
So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to read off his last 10 games.
Yes.
For Dillon Brooks.
Well,
9, 5,
okay.
17.
Okay,
hitting the balls.
Oh, you said 9, 5, and what?
17.
All right,
okay,
cool.
one.
Go ahead.
Shout out every 5.
10, 13, 10, 9, 8, 8.
So about 13.
We don't need that on the Bucks. We got enough people on the Bucks.
About 10, 13.
He's about 9 points a game.
He's about 10.
He's about 9.
He's about 10, 13.
Draymond can do the same thing.
No, he can't.
And more rebounds.
But he's never been that guy. Why is he being that guy now? He wasn't that guy at first.
He's right.
He played basketball at first, and then all of a sudden now, you know what I'm saying, he played in the playoffs last year. He feeling himself, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's the 2 ponytails or whatever it is going on.
He's riding the coattails of the fame of the Memphis Grizzlies. They come out here and they do the gritty. They're dancing when they win games. They're dancing on timeouts. They're talking trash to the NBA elite.
And he's shooting horrible. 2 for 11. He took 17 shots to get that 17 points. That's a lot of shots.
It is.
For Dillon Brooks.
He a starter.
Iverson stuff.
No.
Taking a lot of
he
shots.
can't do that because he's not Allen Iverson.
I didn't call him Iverson. This is Iverson.
Let me read off his rebounds. 2, 1, 1, 4.
He a guard.
1,
What's
5,
his assist?
5.
I'm
Assist.
You know,
1, 2, 3. 1, 3.
Hey, hold on a second.
6, 3, 3, 0, 0, 1.
Time out. You reading off these numbers. You know what you sound like? PJ Tucker.
But PJ Tucker knows how to act.
PJ Tucker's a veteran.
But he knows how to act.
He's young.
He ain't hitting nobody in the gymlets on purpose.
He's young. You know what those numbers look like? Patrick Beverly. He's a bully. Every team need one.
Not a good one because Patrick Beverly ain't never been on the ground. Donovan rocked him.
Well,
Donovan rocked him.
Listen.
Threw him down to the ground like he was light.
Listen, you take your team over the hump where they can get a championship, then he can do that. What he do? Draymond has earned every bad name he got because look how many ships he didn't help them get.
Help? How he's been a part of? Help and been a part of is two different things. Been a part of?
He didn't help them. Come on, man.
The Warriors don't win those championships.
Without him, they don't win those championships.
I'm not going to get distracted by this conversation.
I'm not even a Warriors fan at all. I don't even like Draymond. I don't even like Steph Curry like that.
Okay.
But they're good at what they do.
All I know is Draymond ran
and you cannot,
so Brooks can walk.
And you cannot deny him that.
Did you not just can use a Dr. King quote to do that? I guess
Black History Month. Black History Month. Well,
what do you think? I mean, you said you agree and disagree with some of my rant about Memphis. What don't you agree with?
Oh, I don't agree with that. They're like disrespectful. I don't agree with that. I will say they haven't done enough for them to have so much confidence. But as young guys who grew up in this, in like high school and college, you got to have that type of toughness.
Okay,
you got to. You can't go into the NBA all light-footed and go in there.
You gotta be light-footed, but
or LeBron James come to the lane. You can't be like, I don't want to foul him because it's LeBron. No,
that's not what I'm saying. Play ball and stop being a punk.
Play ball. So happens when you play ball, guess what? I might swing an arm.
And then you talking about Draymond in his 17. He actually had 17 twice in the last 30 days.
When Draymond Green kicked LeBron James in his nuts and almost tried to end his career by 2 years short. Well, we're saying the same thing. Punk, such.
But he had already had 3 rings.
6, such and such.
He already had 3 rings then.
He had 2.
It's wrong, period.
Dylan has none.
It's wrong, period.
You had to start somewhere.
The bottom line is,
got to start somewhere.
The Memphis Grizzlies and Brooks, they are not making a good name for themselves. People are not singing their praises. John Morant is a superstar, but you're a superstar in a league of superstars. John Morant will not win an MVP as long as Luka's in this league, as long as Giannis is in this league, as long as Jason Tatum is in this league. So you won't even be a top 5 player, let alone a champion. If the NBA was in their old format right now, they would play the Golden State Warriors in the playoffs. And if Golden State was fully healthy, they beat Memphis 4-2 again. So I'm gonna need. That's okay. I can't wait to the playoffs. I hope they get.
And you talking about his stats? Draymond got at least he get double digit rebounds every game.
The Memphis Grizzlies, I'm not a fan. They're coming to Milwaukee. That's probably a game I won't go to because it'll be the end of the season. So I doubt that Giannis will play. I doubt that Morant would play. But they are not doing themselves any favor because now what's going to happen is when teams beat them, they're going to want, in the words of Kesey, put their foot on their neck and embarrass them.
Because now they're going to be done playing with them.
That's true. All right. Well, moving on.
And Ja's on his way to catching the elbow coming through there.
Oh, because he's the worst. That's what Brooks gets it from.
Because they're going to feel, this is how other veterans are going to feel.
What?
He out here doing this, then we're going to do this to your player when he come through. Because he lucky they ain't playing in Anthony Mason in Oak days. Because Oak would have jaw jammed Ja.
Of course he would.
I'm going to tell you like this.
Nothing against Ja because I like Ja. Ja play ball. He's a baller.
Kids, that's the kids new LeBron. They love Morant.
But this Dylan Brooks got, come on, man.
What I will say is the NBA, I don't know if it's on your report. If it did stop me, it's getting a little chippy. Because Austin Rivers, he got into is it not?
It's not.
Austin Rivers just decked someone and said, bro, he took it a step higher. He said, bro, we only know you from a rap video.
Well, I don't know what happened with the Denver and Orlando Magic game. All I know
Denver, Minnesota?
Denver. No, it's Minnesota and Orlando.
Yes.
Yeah. So my thing is, first of all, Austin Rivers said, I'm a veteran of this team. I should know better. I'm like, you know who?
He is.
I consider myself a leader. I'm like, dang, they that young?
Yeah.
But
you should see the way Anthony Edwards and Gobert was like, they didn't know what was going on, and they just took off.
Because this is the thing. Austin Rivers, low key, is a jerk.
He is.
So, and he's very arrogant. He's very arrogant
for no reason.
And so every story I've ever heard about him has been him being arrogant. So I don't know what happened. Somebody said something on the sidelines and he got crazy with it, so on and so forth.
Well, the player ran off the bench.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mambo, whatever his name is, he ran off the bench or whatever.
Mambo
I'm like,
who?
what? And he's right. All we know about you is you in a song. But moving on, Kyrie
Wait,
Irving.
skip one.
Kyrie Irving has been traded from the Brooklyn Nets to the Dallas Mavericks for Dinwiddie, Finley Smith, a first-round pick, and multiple second-round picks. I think that first pick is from 2029, by the way.
2029. That's a long time. And I'm pretty sure it's protected.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's protected.
And we just got this breaking news. It came like hours before we started the pod. Where does this leave Brooklyn Nets as the contenders in the East?
You want to go first? You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Go first.
They still have a small opportunity to make some noise in the East. Do I think they're contenders for the finals championship? No. But honestly, with Kyrie, I didn't think I will say this. Anytime you have Kyrie and KD, I'm kind of nervous. But now it's just KD. I'm good. As good as Spencer is, he's not consistent. And my thing is, besides the fact that Kyrie is a horrible teammate, and besides the fact that he's a liar, he's a terrible teammate. I don't see how him and KD friends. It's just one of them things where everywhere you go, you just there. Oh, I want to be here for the long haul, and then all of a sudden you want to disappear. And then it's one of them things where like, as good as like the Nets had a good team, even with because they're just a defensive liability, and they've been kind of fixing that too. So for Kyrie to leave like this is very disappointing because, and I get why he wanted to leave because he was like, hey, y'all not trying to pay me what I want y'all to pay me, so I'm finna bounce. But my thing is, why not do that at the end of the year? Or do something where it doesn't have to be a distraction on the team. Because Kyrie, as good as magician of a Kyrie is on the floor, he is, and then on top of it, he made the All-Star team, which is a whole nother topic. But with the fact that he is just a distraction on a consecutive basis for every single team he's ever played for, and then he's going somewhere in Dallas where, again, is Dre mentioned earlier, the new leader of the Dallas Mavericks. No, he's still second fiddle. Don't get it twisted. It's still Luka team. And on top of that, Luka is ball. He got the rock. He's PG. So this is more of a I want Luka to stay kind of trade move, other than he can help us win a championship. Because Kyrie not going to help you win a championship.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
So it's my fault. So as far as the Brooklyn Nets in the East, they still make the play-in. They make the play-in, but they out.
So much to be said about this. I'm gonna try to stick to your question, but before I do, Kyrie Irving is a cancer.
Go ahead, Stephen B. I'm sorry.
He did this to Cleveland.
He did
with a superstar named LeBron James. He did this to Boston with a rising superstar and Jason Tatum. And now he's done it to the Brooklyn Nets.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who I don't feel sorry for in this?
Who?
Kevin Durant.
Why not?
Because he should have been the alpha male and he should have took control in OKC. He could have stayed with Golden State, which I'm glad he didn't.
He's going to go back there.
They don't want him.
Okay.
He should have.
Okay.
He should have took control in Brooklyn, and he didn't.
That's not his thing.
So KD. KD. Thank you for making the Bucks pathway a little closer.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
The Brooklyn Nets. Here's why I say they're going to be out of play-in, because KD will be traded by the trade deadline too.
No, he won't.
They're going to blow up the roster. They have to. KD and Kyrie, I don't know where their friendship stands off the court.
They could.
But KD came to Brooklyn because of Kyrie.
He did.
And now Kyrie is gone. KD does not stay. If he does not be traded by the All-Star break, he will not play there next season.
No, he won't be there next season.
Brooklyn fall, in my opinion, if KD comes back and he can stay healthy, they'll make the playoffs. They're in third or fourth.
Playoffs or play in.
They'll make the playoffs. If KD comes back and stays healthy. But if he doesn't, Brooklyn's going to slowly but surely fall out of contention. That's my prediction.
KD doesn't come back.
Ooh, see, he agrees.
You agree with
KD doesn't come back, and I blame all this on Kyrie.
What did you call Brooks?
Punk.
And that's what Kyrie is.
Nah. Kyrie is
an arrogant bastard.
He's a bullheaded person. You can take his bullheadedness for arrogance sometimes, and people all across the league have that same mentality, but some players don't have the power he has behind it to go with it.
But why would you?
Because he's so talented, but also he's not taking no bull from Brooklyn after what they put him through to get back on the court. You telling me I can't ask for I can't get my contract that I need?
He didn't earn it.
Why not? He's the best one.
Right, hold on a second. Are you saying Brooklyn should have paid him?
Should have.
Stop it.
Should have.
I'm not wasting $200
Because who else going to Brooklyn?
What?
Who
else going to go to Brooklyn?
With KD there, they could attract some talent.
Like who?
Damn, I wish they could, but they can't.
We need to see
like who?
Agency.
They can't.
They can't.
They can't. I'll go with Dre. Say I need to see who gonna be a free agent this summer.
But nobody's going to Brooklyn.
But
if that's the case, there would have been plenty of players that went there, and the one player
they afford it.
And let me tell you something: it got to be something going on in that organization that everybody is missing.
No.
Because James Harden came in and left.
And Kyrie
has been nothing but a problem since he's been there.
He left because of Kyrie.
KD has also asked for trades
because of Kyrie.
That's not because of Kyrie.
No, because he asked for his trade when he didn't know what Kyrie was gonna do.
Oh,
well, yes, he did.
I give you that.
Yes, he did.
Man, I don't care what you say. When you got three superstars that come there and ask for a trade, something more going on than what with the naked eye see.
So, well, no.
You mean to tell?
Here's why that's not fair. Because we talked about what Kyrie did. James Harden did it to Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where did he go? He did it to Philly. No, I'm sorry. He did it to Brooklyn. Then he did it to Philly.
Okay, but this is one thing you got to understand now. This is a players' league now. This is not a owners' league anymore.
It is. It's a players' league.
Without these players stepping on that court, them owners do not make a dime.
It's a players' league.
So now the players are standing up for everything that they should have had.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is a player league. That's why LeBron James is in the situation he's in now.
I'll give you that.
I can agree.
GM LeBron, I'll give you that.
It's not GM LeBron, but
so my thing is so if for you to sit here and say
it's a players' league now.
There is a small theory that something wrong with the organization, but don't sit here and tell me Kyrie's not one of those issues.
He's part of it, but there's more to it than just him.
He's 75% of it.
I don't know
because I can't count on
because we can only know what they tell us to know, right? Who controls the media?
I don't know.
It ain't the players.
Oh, you talking about the owners?
The owners.
It ain't the owners.
The investors.
It ain't the investors.
Who you think pay the TVs?
It's in the NBA as the association.
So somebody is only. Why you think the news is the way it is? Come on, man. They're not gonna give you they sass out of the story. They're only gonna make Kyrie look bad because
Kyrie's
that's the best.
Because
that's the better way out.
Kyrie's making himself look bad. Kyrie's the one who's like, I ain't getting vaccinated. Kyrie, we really need you to season. I know that's cool.
So what? Really if he don't want to, that's freedom.
Not freedom when your employer has the right to say that this is mandatory as a job requirement.
It's not even the point that it's freedom.
Here we go with this.
No, it's not. I'm not saying
I am
that.
So sick of people telling people they got to put something in their body that they don't want to put in their body.
Go find an employer that doesn't.
Okay, then. And when he didn't play, guess what? He was fine with that.
That's cool.
And he was fine with that.
He lost a ton of money. Obviously, he's not fine because he wants a 5-year, $250 million contract.
If you want him to stay there, yeah.
Kyrie hasn't played a full season since 2016.
Okay.
You would never run my basketball franchise.
Tell me another player that you would want over him as a guard.
The one that plays all season. You don't need.
I don't need the best. I just need somebody who's consistent. Because at the end of the day, you know as well as I know, is the thing about Kyrie is he's inconsistent. And for you to sit here and talk about a guy who wants to get paid and stuff like that, I understand you want to get paid. I understand it, but there's a time and place for all that. So if you'd have said that at the end of the year, hey man, and then you would have a case If Kyrie played this whole year, and on top of that, they made the playoffs. Let's say they got put out by Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals, or they got put out by the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals or the semi. You can have a case for, all right, cool. Y'all don't want to give me 5 years, 250. How about y'all give me 3 and like negotiate with the team, or have a conversation with your friend like, KD, what
you know what that
do?
negotiation went like?
What?
Were you there in that meeting?
Oh, we knew that was.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying, Keezy? That they should have.
Maybe he
said.
Said give me the year, and maybe he said give me the 3 years. But what I'm hearing is Brooklyn was only offering him 2 years.
Yeah. That's all he deserved. You have to remember he has to. And some contracts have to be incentivized. Like, you've done us bogus since you've been here. There's been no peace since you've been here. There's been nothing. So in order for us to reward you with this kind of cash, show us something.
That's what I'm saying.
He did.
What did he show?
He was balling out.
And more importantly, you know what I find funny? I find it funny that Kyrie brought this mess up with what happened when KD got hurt.
And they started losing.
That's when he brought it up. He didn't bring it up none this season. He said before the season started, and I quote, go back to our first episode, I am committed to the Brooklyn Nets for the long haul. Then he got in trouble.
So if he said he committed to the long haul, why he can't get it paid then?
I hate that Dre said that. He did say it, but I hate that he said it because he coming to y'all like, hey, I want to be here long term. We like, well, we don't know. We don't trust your word.
So
and
then here we go.
Each side has a
and
point.
Then we go all the way to February. He balling out all the way up until now. And they was on a winning streak until KD got hurt. Until KD got hurt.
Yeah.
It's time to negotiate my contract.
He's
simply saying, I want this done before the offseason comes. So when the offseason comes, I don't have to worry about negotiations. Yeah. I can get to work and be ready to come back and play basketball.
That ain't the way this works.
You cannot, in good conscience, if you're a team GM, you cannot give Kyrie $200 million.
And then on top of it, you could break it down like simply.
So what you think Dallas gonna do?
I'll just say, let's go to the other side of Dallas.
We don't know the details of what that agreement is.
But now we don't know the details. When it comes to that, though.
Dallas picked him up because they knew they can pay him.
What I'm assuming.
And Brooklyn can, too.
No, they didn't want to.
They don't want to, but they can.
They could have, but they didn't want to.
I'm assuming for everything that they gave up for this part-timer known as Kyrie Irving, that they made a long-term commitment to each other because they gave up a lot.
They had a conversation. Now, going back to the other side of this,
and I think, do you think, side note, before you say that, Mike Cuban might actually be able to control Kyrie a little bit.
He's pretty arrogant too.
Yeah, no, he might be able to control.
He's really arrogant.
Ain't no white man to control Kyrie
because he can't control Luka. So that's true. That big baby.
Here we go. I'm not even going to dip into that conversation.
You want me to.
You want me to. I'm not going to dip into it. Can we get to the other?
Everybody who gets Kyrie is on a temporary fix because he's on a rental. He's a rental. He won't be in Dallas next year. I guarantee it.
I doubt it.
I guarantee it. I'm willing to bet you.
That's the better man right there.
My last paycheck.
That's a better man right there.
That Kyrie doesn't re-sign with the Mavericks.
Let's go to the other side of this.
Guarantee it.
Let's go to the other side of this. Did this make the Dallas Mavericks contenders?
No, it makes them worse.
Makes them what?
It makes them worse.
Because Mike,
you heard it here.
We're talking about basketball here. Because
let me tell you,
heard it here first.
They were all
makes them worse.
Why?
Because Luka wants the ball in his hand. Luka wants the last shot. Luka is a big baby. Luka is a crybaby.
So you're a hater.
And hold up. And Kyrie are all of those things too.
What?
The difference is Kyrie doesn't cry, but Kyrie wants the last shot.
He doesn't.
Kyrie has the best handles in basketball.
He does.
And he wants the ball in his hand. No, ain't no at all. And if Luka's going to be on that team, getting in Kyrie's face the way he does them other Mavericks players, that is going to create a conflict.
Those other Mav players usually deserve it.
I'd be surprised if he even suits up this year.
Who?
Kyrie.
You crazy.
Because who said he wanted to go to Dallas?
It doesn't matter where he wanted to go.
It ain't his choice.
Exactly.
No.
And Kyrie is the type of person I'd rather sit out the rest of the year till this contract expire.
He's not that guy. He'll give it a shot before he does that.
Oh, don't think he's that guy.
He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
Either way it go, Dallas doesn't get better off this.
Why isn't he that guy? He did it to Brooklyn.
He did it to
Boston.
He had a reason to do it to Brooklyn. He had
What
a
was his
reason to
reason
do
in
it.
Boston?
His reason in Boston was
Jason Tatum's rise to the top.
No, that a little bit too.
He did it to LeBron.
He did it to LeBron because he didn't want to be second fiddle.
What do you think he's going to be in Boston?
In
Dallas?
In Dallas, he's second fiddle.
What was he in Brooklyn?
Second fiddle.
He was second fiddle.
Oh,
He's always going to be second fiddle.
okay.
I don't think he wants the team to be his. I don't think he can handle it. My thing about here's my thing about
KD.
here's my thing about
KD.
here's my thing about Kyrie and the Luka situation. You're right. These are two players who are ball dominant. Like they're very ball dominant. But I think Luka will welcome the brunt of the weight off his shoulders. He's as you can see, he's getting consecutively hurt. So he's like, man, I would really like if somebody who can handle the rock and step away, so on and so forth.
Listen,
I will say this. Hold on a second, then. And then you're talking about Luka, who is probably one of the best one-on-one players. Kyrie, again, best one-on-one player. Because we didn't think the whole Kyrie and KD thing would work, and it did. Somebody's on fire, you kind of like, oh.
According to Woj, this deal does not guarantee that Kyrie signs an extension with Dallas.
You're right, it don't. But you think Mark Cuban would like, I can give him $200 million. Luka did want some help. Make it happen. Like don't act like because talking about a destination nobody wanted to go to is Dallas. Out of Brooklyn, Dallas. Nobody wanted to go to Dallas.
Listen, he's not going. They're
No
not.
state taxes.
It doesn't make them better because they don't have any other pieces. And then they
just traded him.
And then they just traded away.
Well, they get Marquise Morris.
They just traded away their most versatile player.
Dinwiddie?
No.
Who?
Finley Smith. He guards 1 through 5.
He do.
So now who takes on that role?
They got to sign some talent, but they also got Marquise Morris in the deal. And
Marquise who?
They got who?
He's
they got Marquise Morris in that deal?
Yeah, he's a rim protector. Yeah.
He's not a rim protector.
He is a rim protector.
He's not.
He's
not.
He's solid.
He's not.
He's solid.
He's not.
Everybody doesn't have to be in B.
No, he doesn't have to.
He's not solid.
When the last time you said his name? Anything he's done in this league, when the last time you said his name?
He is 0-1 today.
Tell me the last time you said Marquise Morris' name.
When he played for the Clippers and then
no, that's the other one.
Oh, I know, but that's the last time I said it.
Exactly.
They're twins. So.
They're twins.
So it doesn't really. No, I see what you're saying, and I'm surprised they got him in the deal. But my thing about that is when you talk about Dallas, you talk about a team of Luka has the ball and that's it. So I think it takes the pressure off of them. Do I think they'll be an NBA Finals team? No, they'll just make them an NBA Finals team. But if Luka can get you close, because they were close to beating the Warriors. So I think they lost 4-2. Kyrie might can get you a game 7. And it goes from there. So I'm not saying it's completely off the table, but see what happens.
Well, and here's the other thing I will say. Mark Cuban has money.
He does.
They have cap space.
He do.
And they could bring in some additional free agents. Dallas is an attractive place to go because of Luka, because of the weather, because of how their taxes are set up there. But you have next season, you have Westbrook, who no one wants. You have Chris Middleton, who the Bucks have yet to exercise his option.
This is the year.
You have James Harden.
I don't want
You have Kevin Love. You have D'Angelo Russell. You have Nikolai Vucevic. You have Draymond Green. You have Fred VanVleet. You have Malik Beasley. You have Christian Woods. You have Brook Lopez. You got Kuzma. You got Kelly Oubre. You have some players that Dallas can help build around some role players.
Christian Wood is already there, and he's shown that he's
good.
Fifth fiddle.
You got Seth Curry.
Not second, third, or fourth.
Steph Curry.
Seth. All you need is some shooting. You got Kendrick Nunn. You have Jeff Green. So you have some talent that you can really put around Dallas.
Luka.
So, and the Cuban has money to spend. I don't know. It all depends. If Cuban wants to give up some assets, he could get some more talent in there. But if you're going to make the same mistakes that the Lakers made, I caution you that you're not going to win a title.
I mean, honest, when I heard about this, I was just glad he didn't go to LA. I ain't gonna hold you.
I know that's what everybody is.
Because the Lakers, the size of the Lakers, because the first
You didn't want him back with LeBron?
Nah, I ain't want that. I don't want that for LeBron. Why would I want that
wanted
for LeBron?
it though.
LeBron did want it.
He wanted it.
I mean, Kyrie is a magician on the court. Kyrie can get you 30, 31 night, 40 the next night, 25 the next night. Like even if y'all lose, you can't put it on Kyrie. My thing about it, it's his personality and all the crap that comes with it. Miami was talking about him. They didn't want to deal with that. The place that I thought he was going to go was the Clippers because that's
what they were talking about.
That's what they was talking about. And I think the Clippers was because they looking for some guard play. So I thought that's where they was going to go. But
so who was they going to give up?
Huh?
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
You think Brooklyn wanted Reggie?
I would take Reggie. Reggie's solid.
Solid for what? Off the bench? They need a starting point guard.
He was a starter. He was a starter in the
because they didn't have nobody else.
Yeah, exactly. Who does Brooklyn have? Nobody.
So you're going to take Reggie Jackson?
No, what the Clippers proposed was it was hold on a second. It was
John Wall.
It was John Wall, Terrence Mann, Robert Covington, and Luke Kennard.
That wasn't a good deal. I'm glad if I'm
Kennard,
I say no to with no draft picks. I would say no to that too. Like that's crazy.
So
John who?
Well, y'all gonna keep on talking about John Wall.
I like John.
But so that was my thing. But we'll see what happens. He'll be playing against the Clippers coming up. So we'll see what happens with that. This has been another episode of the 94 Feet Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke.
It's your boy Dre in the building.
It's your boy Kesey.
And we are out. You can catch us on
all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and eventually TikTok.
Probably won't happen. And then you can also listen to us on all streaming platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
94 Feet Nation, baby.
Peace.